What if someone decided to lift weights for 30 minutes every day for a whole month? Imagine walking into a gym, picking up a dumbbell, and sticking with it every day. It sounds simple enough, but the body responds in ways most people wouldn't expect. Science Unleashed dives into the fascinating idea of strength training, and today we're exploring what could happen if someone lifted weights for 30 minutes every single day for 30 days. Lifting weights isn't a modern invention. Ancient civilizations like the Greeks and Egyptians used heavy stones or sandbags to build strength and endurance. Athletes and soldiers have relied on resistance training for centuries to improve performance, stamina, and power. Even before fancy gyms existed, humans understood that lifting something heavy repeatedly made the body stronger. Over time, science has proven that structured resistance training can improve muscle mass, bone density, and overall health. Here's a question to think about. If lifting a few pounds a day can strengthen the body, how much can 30 consecutive days actually change you? During the first few days, a person would notice muscle fatigue and a bit of soreness, especially in the arms, shoulders, and legs. This is because tiny micro tears form in the muscle fibers, a normal part of the process. Muscles repair themselves stronger during rest. Even just a week of daily lifting can increase strength by around 5 to 10% for beginners, as the body learns how to coordinate movements more efficiently. You might even feel a little proud flexing in the mirror, but don't overdo it, or the biceps might start demanding royalties. By the second week, endurance improves. Lifting every day teaches muscles to sustain effort longer, and the nervous system adapts to control more muscle fibers at once. Blood flow increases, bringing oxygen and nutrients to muscles more efficiently. Some studies show that regular resistance training can boost metabolism by roughly 7 to 12% in a short period. So yes, your muscles aren't just getting stronger, they're working smarter too. Around days 10 to 15, visible changes may appear. The arms, shoulders, and legs may start to look firmer, and posture often improves because the core and back muscles are engaged with almost every lift. Strength gains continue, with some beginners seeing up to 15% improvement in compound lifts like squats or presses. That said, lifting weights daily without alternating muscle groups can increase the risk of overuse injuries if form isn't perfect. Even seasoned lifters sometimes find their joints protesting when the program is too repetitive. By the middle of the month, fatigue is less noticeable and lifting starts to feel more natural. Muscles become more coordinated and your body begins to burn calories more efficiently, even at rest. The combination of improved strength and metabolism can lead to modest fat loss, sometimes around 2–5% body fat depending on diet and intensity. Energy levels often increase, though some may experience soreness if they skip proper warm-ups. Heading into days 20 to 25, the body adapts fully to daily lifting. Bone density can slightly increase, which is particularly important for long-term skeletal health. Muscle fibers continue strengthening, and recovery time between sets gets shorter. People might notice they can lift heavier weights than they did at the start, sometimes increasing load by 10 to 20%. Humorously, everyday objects like grocery bags or laundry baskets suddenly feel like featherweights. By days 26 to 30, the effects become most noticeable. Muscles look more defined, strength is significantly higher, endurance has improved, and overall confidence often spikes. Mental benefits appear too. Lifting weights releases dopamine and endorphins, which can reduce stress and boost mood. Some research shows even light to moderate daily lifting can reduce anxiety levels by roughly 15 to 20%. It's like therapy with barbells. However, there are disadvantages. Lifting weights every day without proper form, rest, or nutrition can strain joints and tendons. Overtraining may occur, especially for beginners who push too hard. Hydration, stretching, and protein intake are crucial to make sure gains happen safely. Ignoring these basics can turn your what-if experiment into a week of sore elbows and grumbling knees. So what's the overall picture? Lifting weights. 30 minutes a day for 30 days improves strength, posture, endurance, and muscle tone, while supporting mental well-being. It's not going to make someone a bodybuilder overnight, but it creates meaningful, visible improvements that last beyond the 30 days. And best of all, it teaches the value of consistency. Small daily effort adds up in a big way. If even half an hour of lifting each day can change strength and mood this much, what other simple habits could quietly transform your life? The lesson here is clear. Consistency beats intensity, and small, repeatable actions often deliver the biggest long-term results. Daily movement, done safely and mindfully, builds strength, confidence, and resilience. It also highlights the importance of listening to your body. Rest, nutrition, and proper form matter just as much as effort. Small habits, repeated over time, compound into real transformation. Another takeaway is that progress doesn't need to be dramatic to matter. Even subtle improvements in muscle tone, posture, or mood improve everyday life. It's a reminder that small changes can have big effects if done consistently. And here's a question for you to ponder. If lifting weights for 30 minutes every day can reshape strength and confidence, what other daily actions could quietly reshape your life? This content is for educational purposes only. Anyone with injuries, medical conditions, or concerns about lifting should consult a qualified professional before starting a new exercise program. Since you've made it all the way through, thank you for watching. Be sure to explore our other videos, share the ones you love, and subscribe to help Science Unleashed grow. Your support allows us to keep diving into more fascinating what-if scenarios.